This podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Our friends over at SeatGeek are giving us a promo code of TBA Wrestling. That is TBA Wrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Gunners Are Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
That we are. And if you're following us on Gunners Are Us, no one's already in there. With some emojis, I think.
Heck yeah.
I can't really see. We're in a weird place. The studio is moving weekly.
We come back from America.
And we're moving around the house as the renovation happens. And you should notice no echo on iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcast.
It's like the opposite, I think.
It should be a lot better than usual as far as the sound. But the visual is very odd. Henry says hello from Sardinia Island, Italy.
Whoa, ciao.
Hello.
Hello, Henry.
No one said three bears, which I'm just going to leave, you know. But no, it's been a week. We were in America for the Arsenal-Man United game.
We were.
We were back for the Champions League last night. And we've got the Champions League tonight for Arsenal.
Yeah,
but
heck yeah.
and I think what day was the PSV game last week? We hadn't spoken about it because I did it early.
It was Tuesday night because we watched it, then got a couple hours sleep, and then hit the road for the airport.
That's right. I think I did an early podcast that maybe went up on the Monday night.
Yeah.
I think. Or Tuesday morning. Either way, it was before PSV. So since then, we've played PSV, we played Man United. So we'll break all that stuff down. It looks like we might have a technical director from Italy, from Atletico Madrid, but Italian man. Man.
Ciao.
So stuff has happened. It hasn't been the busiest week. I think the title race is over. I think if you've listened to this podcast long enough, you know we've kind of said this has been the case for, 6 weeks?
Yeah. Some dreams unalived, it seems.
It does seem that way. And we kind of, every time you think you're out, you get sucked back in a little because, Liverpool aren't playing this weekend. They're in a cup final. Let's say we beat Chelsea. It would then be, I think the best case scenario is that's 12 points. But no games in hand, so we're 12 points behind.
Wow. That's a heck of a catch-up.
Yeah, and there's 10 games left.
It's the hope they'll get you.
So they would have to lose 4 of their remaining 10, and they've lost 1 in their first 28.
Well, let's hope last night was the start of a runner.
Hey, well, they got some injuries last night. I must admit, it was there was Trent who looked like he went off with a knee injury, looked really bad. If that is bad, that could be his last game for Liverpool.
Yep.
After they went out, I noticed Salah was crying on the field, and I wonder if it's because not only does he think that maybe his last Liverpool Champions League game, maybe his last Champions League game.
Potentially.
Because he might be thinking the Saudi move is next, the big money move, make sure his family's set, all
Get
that kind
retirement
of stuff.
money in the sun.
Yeah, I don't know if that's his head, and he was thinking, oh my God, that's how I went out of the Champions League.
He was visibly angry at Nunez's penalty as well.
Yeah. I really feel for Darwin, but we'll get to all of this in today's episode. We'll take it, we'll go linear order of when it all happened.
Yeah.
So, but before we start, no one in the TikTok, so make sure you join us every single Wednesday, 10 a.m. GMT. We missed it last week due to being flying in the air. But no one says, really thought it was Arsenal's year. I never thought it was, but I can see the sentiment around that. And we'll get to that as well, because I think we need to talk about, there's a couple big talking points in the Arsenal world, which is, Jamie Carragher said that Arteta's already peaked. He thought last year Arsenal peaked and will never be as good as we were last year. And he will probably never win anything with Arteta. And the other one is the Arsenal fans kind of turning on Odegaard and thinking he shouldn't be captain, he probably shouldn't be playing. So we'll get to all this shortly. But if we start where we did, PSV, away from home.
Lots of fun.
We were getting ready to go on a flight. And I settled into that thinking, it's going to be 0-0. We might lose 1-0. But either way, it'll get me ready for a flight because I need to be tired. So I'll sleep on the flight. And here we go. Already we've got Owen says, if you don't win the Champions League, does Arteta have to go? We will get to that in today's episode because we're kind of going to go in order and we'll kind of finish with those kind of sentiments about Odegaard, about Arteta and some other bits. I was kind of waiting for a 0-0. It felt like it was going to be at Atlanta away.
Yeah, something that's going to slowly rock it a bit.
Inter Milan away, one of them where you go, it's either 0-0 or the other team win 1-0, but you go, because before that result, before the game, I kind of went, as long as it's 0-0 or 1-1, or even if they win 1-0,
Yeah.
or even if we win 1-0,
Yeah.
I'm happy with all those scenarios. We just can't let the game get away from us. So to win 7-1, really, I don't know what the word is. It was so bizarre.
Made it very hard to go to sleep that quickly, though.
It did, yeah.
Buzzing a little bit.
It was weird because we could kind of just actually enjoy the game. And there was a couple moments. It wasn't always going to be 7-1.
Yeah.
We should have got a penalty early on with Odegaard. I don't have a clue how they didn't give that. But they got the other end and they miss a sitter where they hit the bar. Then we got the other end and we score.
Yeah.
Then we score again. And at 2-0, they're still attacking very well.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly gets booked. He gets booked again. Sorry, he should get booked again.
Yeah.
And that game could completely spin on its head there.
He was riding an orange card at that point.
Exactly. Sophie says hello in the chat. Hello, Sophie.
Hello, Sophie.
He should have gone 100%.
Yeah.
And then we go 3-0, and then he goes off for Calafiori. And the game's kind of put to bed there.
Yeah.
And I think right on the stroke of half time, it goes to 3-1. And you think, I don't know.
Yeah.
We could, because that could easily have been a 2-0 down, red card in the 30th minute type game.
Yeah.
And also we're going into half time 3-1. With 3-0 looked really good, 3-1 looked a little nervy. But then I think we scored 2 in the first 5 minutes of the second half. We went to 5-1. The game was just put to bed.
Very quick.
Sophie says, how are we? We are both good.
Are you good?
We're good. The studio is ever changing.
Yeah.
We haven't got an echo this week, which is good.
Very condensed.
But it does look a little bit like we're at a junk sale. So
it does.
Is that a word, junk sale?
Junk sale. Boot sale.
Boot sale or junk? What do the Americans call it?
Bric-a-brac.
No, I've not heard that one before, but you're right. Junk.
Garage
Jumble
sale.
sale.
Jumble sale. Garage
Junk
sale.
I feel like Americans say the word junk. Garage sale, says Sophie.
Yard sale.
Yard sale.
Junkyard.
Junkyard.
No, it's different.
No, it's a different thing. I feel like junk is in the word. Anyway, it goes to 5-1, and the game is just put to bed, and you just think, oh, this tie's over. But what I liked about it is they kept pushing until it went to 7.
Yeah.
And that is, that destroys the tie. Like that, it doesn't matter what team we put out tonight. We should not, touch wood, lose 6-0 to go to extra time.
Kind of thank God we did that, really, because we're not necessarily the kind of team that in past history has done that. We're not usually the kind of team that puts a game to bed like that. We'll tend to get a few goals, back off until the other team pushes on a bit more. We absorb a load, and then it gets a little bit dicey. And in the past, that's kind of what we've done. But I mean, this time around, where we're not afraid to just keep scoring goals, especially with no goal scorers, like they seem to say we have no goal scorers. But
the quotation marks I think are mad because I think they're right. I don't think we have any goal scorers.
We don't have strikers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But we definitely have people that can score goals.
Well, that proved it, yeah. And it comes from all over the pitch because I think our most dangerous player in the last 3 or 4 weeks has either been Calafiori or Timber.
Yeah.
But and I think making do with what we've been missing is one thing, but competing with what you're missing is just impossible.
Yeah.
And as much as we can beat PSV 7-1, I said it in the first 2 minutes when we were watching it. I was like, I wish Premier League teams played the way PSV are playing right now.
Yeah.
Because they were so open. And I was like, if teams in Premier League played like this, we would score 4 or 5.
Fine, yeah.
But no one does. Everyone does a low block. And if you don't have the top players that can unpick that, you got no chance. Luckily, PSV didn't do that. And that's why we worry in the next round with Atletico. That if they do a low block, I think we're doomed.
Yeah, 100%.
Albeit Real Madrid are far too strong for us with their attacking threats as well. So
I think the Real Madrid game would be much more fun, though.
I think, if we're going to go out, I'd rather go out to Real Madrid. But no, you saw early on they were not going to play with a low block, and you just thought, why not? Why wouldn't you just come here and low block? Even at home.
They could have done.
They know we're better than them.
Yeah.
And if they had low block, you saw how good they were on the counter.
Yeah.
They could have won 1 or 2, even 3-0.
I don't know why they didn't.
I know.
It's baffling.
And they can't now because they've got to come out heavy.
Tonight would be interesting.
Unk Shine says positive mental attitude, 5-0 PSV. 5-0 wouldn't even get them into the next into extra time. But it would be funny if they did win 5-0 and we just scraped through.
I'd be more concerned with that, I think, than if they just knocked us out.
Yeah.
The fact that we let it get that close and it...
we can't let it get that close at all. And the thing is, when we look at our attack, the attack is so... Well, it's toothless.
It's on the ropes.
There's no teeth.
No.
It's
all
toothless.
gums.
It is really toothless.
We're just gumming at people at this point.
Yeah, and if teams come out and play like PSV did, and the thing is in the second leg, because of the massive scoreline in the first one, they're going to have to.
Yeah.
It could be open season again. This could be on aggregate 10-11-2, 10-11-4.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
It could be bizarre, which means we're going to have to ring in the changes because our friend of the show, Jack, said to me this morning, he said, what do you think that team news is going to be? Because do you kind of pop KT in for tonight?
Yeah.
Do you put Zinchenko in midfield? There's Waneri potentially go in Odegaard's position and get Sterling out on the right.
Try some stuff.
It's tough because there's a few people that kind of need the minutes, and there's a few people that don't necessarily need any minutes, but are coming back from things.
There's a few combinations that'd be nice to try. It's not often you get an opportunity to try some combinations and players in different positions, different players in a competitive game.
Yeah.
Especially a game where the other team do need to push on as well, so it's going to be open.
Definitely.
I mean, you don't often. I know. Technically, we're not technically out of the title race, but I mean, somewhat out of the title race now. So we're not really gearing up for anything at this point, other than staying in there. It'd be nice to just see some options that we might have, because this is Arteta's only chance really to do that.
Yeah, and I don't know what he does. If we know Arteta, he's probably going to play a full team. But there are players like, for example, like Ben White probably needs a run out.
Yeah.
Timber probably needs a rest. This is the game, I think. I think that one is a shoo-in. I think you have to play Ben White.
Yeah.
He hasn't got many minutes yet under his belt. He's come on late on in games. Calafiori and Lewis Skelly are kind of level on top minutes now.
Yeah.
So KT could easily give them both a rest, give them both an option.
Yeah.
Because other than KT playing maybe up front, because I think the way I'd do it is I would play Calafiori I'd play Calafiori maybe. With Kivior, Saliba, White, Raya. And then in the midfield, I'd potentially play Jorginho, Rice and Waneri.
Oh yeah, I'd do that.
And then I'd maybe put KT on the left, Sterling on the right, and then Moreno down the middle.
Yeah.
And then later on in the game, to give him just kind of a quick run out, is like when Trossard, Martinelli, because obviously Martinelli can't play that many minutes, I would have thought.
Not yet.
So he could come on late. You've got Waneri can go out wide, and Odegaard can come in the middle.
Yeah.
Moreno could drop into Rice's position, get Rice off. Partey can come on for Jorginho.
Try Calafiori up top.
Zinchenko could come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Kevin in the chat who says, I'm 50 and I've never watched a football game.
Wow.
Impressive.
Fair play.
AKFTB_1. KT has to play,
Yeah.
I think it's such a right time for him to, weirdly we have so many left backs. It almost feels like he can't play left back because it seems odd to leave out all the left backs.
Yeah.
What an interesting phone call I'm getting there. Did you see that?
That is bizarre. I don't even know what that means.
I can't remember that person. That's really interesting.
I couldn't even correlate what that
that's
meant.
a long time ago. That was about a year and a half ago. You almost want to play him left back and just go, Calafiori, Lewis Skelly, you can have a night off.
Yeah.
And you have Zinchenko on the bench.
Yeah.
And Zinchenko can come on for KT later on in the game. But it just seems odd not to have Lewis Skelly and Calafiori in the team.
It does now, yeah.
It's an odd one. I think Kivior should probably get some minutes.
What's Lewis Skelly's normal position then?
Lewis Skelly's in the youth setup, he was a midfielder,
Okay.
like an 8.
I'd like to see him there.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think I've noticed recently is when we've had the opportunity to do that, he's put Zinchenko in the 8,
Yeah.
which he's never done before.
No.
Which I thought was really, really weird because the last couple of years we've all kind of clamoured for Zinchenko to get midfield time, and he just never gets it. And then at the minute, he's getting it. So it's really odd. I know it's because we're short midfielders, but he obviously sees him there more than Lewis Skelly.
Yeah.
But Lewis Skelly has played his whole life as a
It's what he knows.
as a midfielder. So I don't know as far as that stuff goes. I don't know if what I just said is super unbalanced in the sense that, you got KT on the left, Marino. I don't know if you can do KT on the left and then it's what's it called? You do KT, Marino, and then like Sterling.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just almost
a little bit too abstract.
You need to go Trossard, Sterling, and Marino or something, just to make it look a bit more formed.
Yeah.
Because you are kind of not taking the mick, because I don't think that team's conceding either. I just don't think it's scoring.
No.
And that's not the problem. But people are also paying a lot of money to go watch the Arsenal play.
Yeah, it gets a bit weird. It's like a training game.
If you turn up to you bought this Champions League game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, big knockout, and then it goes 7-1. You're like, oh, brilliant. But then you get to the game and you're like, I don't know any of these players.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that. And I think I talked about it the other day. We need rhythm up front. With the players we have, they need to find any kind of rhythm, because when we jumped to the Man United game, and we said we watched that in America with a friend of the show, Elton Prince.
We did. That's actually our first football game with 2 WWE superstars.
Yeah, we watched it with them, and Kit Wilson knows his stuff. But we watched it with Bruno, the other person who's been on this podcast a lot for the Man United side. And they said, what do you think about today? And I said, it will be 0-0, 1-1, or Man United will win 1-0. Or will win 1-0.
Yeah.
And I said, because I don't truly believe we can score goals. And it was the same with the Forest game last week. I think that was 0-0, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And going into it, I was like, we could play for 2 weeks, we will not score. Yeah. And then it got to this Man United game and everyone was going, but you scored 7 in a week. And I was like, because they didn't play how anyone's going to play in the Premier League.
No matter how in form PSV might be and how out of form Man United might be, it's a completely different ball game.
It's a different ball game. And the thing is with Man United, we've talked about it before, we're headless, that's all it is.
Yeah.
We're running up to the box and we're creating a lot of chances in the sense that we're getting to there.
Yeah.
And then Odegaard has to run side to side and go, there's no runs, we're going to have to get backwards.
Yeah.
And then they just do that repeatedly.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Man United scored and kind of went for the throat a little bit.
Yeah.
Because in that second half, I think Man United pushed on to try and win.
They did, yeah.
Like, not win, but like as in win, like 2-3-0.
Yeah.
And they nearly did. But that's what opened them up enough to give us Rice an opportunity to have a shot and score.
Yeah.
And that's all it took. And if Man United had just closed up shop at half time and said, you're not having another shot in the game, we would have just lost. We wouldn't have been able to unpick it.
100%.
So it's odd that teams pick and choose when they want to do it. Like, for example, Forest the week before, they never truly went for that game.
No.
They were 0-0. They didn't really have a proper attack. And even when it got to like 85 minutes, you thought, are they going to try and nick it here? They didn't. They didn't attempt it.
Do you think that's a combination of good coaching / bad coaching, or like players getting overexcited and pushing on without being told to push on or get back or shut up shop? Like, do you think it's a player choice? Like, do you think Man United could, if they'd listened to their coach, you reckon he was saying shut up shop and they were just pushing on because they got excited? Whereas Forest might be a little bit better coached.
Yeah.
And they just said sit back and they were like, okay, we'll do.
I don't know. It seems odd to me because it's so clear that if you shut up shop against Arsenal, we won't have a chance. And I know you want to win a game, so you kind of got...
Like, natural instincts of a player might kick in and...
Yeah, maybe Nuno's is just, he's defensively, like, he's more like Arteta, where he's kind of risk adverse.
Yeah.
And he's just went tight all game, they will not score. He said it afterwards. He said, why did you go from 5 at the back to 4? And he said, because they don't have any attacking players, so we didn't have to defend it. And that's an indictment on Arsenal.
Yeah.
And terrifying that other managers could just be like, yeah, they don't have anyone that can do us damage, so we don't. But it doesn't matter. But I think he might have said, if the moment arises, do it. And I think for a team like that, I think that moment's got to be quite clear.
Yeah.
And I don't think Arsenal actually give teams many opportunities where you go, oh, we're going to have a go at it.
No, not
because we're risk averse. So every time you think you're going to nip the ball, we've got 6 players behind, and you go, we can't really counter attack this. So
we make it very hard.
It was a stalemate in the sense that both teams just didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
Whereas the Man United game, I think Man United is so reckless. They went 1-0 up with a good free kick. When they got that free kick, you could tell it was going to go. Fernandes is so good at it. The wall was 11.5 meters. I've never heard of this conversation, or 11.5
I've never heard this brought up before.
I don't think I've ever heard people unpack a wall before.
Well, normally, I think if you looked at most games, the wall is probably either too close or too far back anyway. No one ever brings it up.
Yeah, again, the difference between that 11.5 to actual 10 is it just hits the wall.
It hits a Marino in the head,
yeah, so that's real frustrating. But I look at any game and measure out every single free kick, and I'm sure half of them are at 11.5, some at 9. I don't think it really makes sense. So it doesn't bother me that much. It's an annoying thing, but it's just, I'm sure that's just football.
Yeah.
But I was in the American feed, they didn't really talk about it.
No.
But apparently, the English feed, they were talking about it a lot. It was only like half for the second half, I guess. The American feed got wind of it, and they kind of brought it up randomly.
It was kind of refreshing seeing the American feed after the game and what they were talking about and focusing on. It wasn't really negatives. It was just kind of all the talking points, as in
The game, yeah.
yeah, like saves.
Here's a
attacks.
chance. Here's a save. Here's
Yeah,
this.
it
Here's a free
was
kick.
quite nice. No agendas.
There was no like hour long. Let's unpack the mentality of a team or something.
Yeah.
All that nonsense.
Even
So-
after Arteta's little interview afterwards as well, where he seemed a little bit frustrated.
a little bit.
It kind of went back to the studio, and the presenter was like, "Oh, he seems a little bit frustrated," and then he moved on. Like they didn't really pick that apart either.
Yeah, I'm sure it was picked apart in the English
Yeah.
press. I haven't seen that much beyond that point, but Declan Rice gets us back in the game with a really good goal. Man United were really pushing on at that point for some reason.
Yeah.
And they should have. David Raya makes 2 unbelievable saves in that game. I think on basis of the performance, a draw is probably a fair result.
Yeah.
I think of big chances, Man United should have won. I think for general domination and stuff like that, we should have won. But I
Yeah.
think a draw, they cancel each other out. We really, like I said, it's so frustrating to watch because you go into every game going, we're not going to score. So it's a really weird. It's a mad that the club have allowed this part of the season to happen.
Yeah. And they must have been aware of this coming. Like we all were.
Daniel says, "Come on, Arsenal! Come on, Arsenal!"
Come on, Arsenal.
Yeah, it's really weird that they've allowed this to happen because not only when they didn't choose to do anything in January, were we still in a title race that was within 6 points, and we still had to go to Liverpool.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-point title race, and they chose not to improve, and that was with a massively thin squad.
Yeah.
We got even thinner. And we're at a point now where the other day we were playing Zinchenko, Tierney, and Sterling as our front three against Forest at the end of the game,
Yeah.
trying to win a game. And we'd taken Odegaard off at that point. And you just look at it and you go, how's this? There's 2 ways of looking at it. How have the club allowed that to be the team that is trying to go for a title? And I know we're not actively going for a title anymore,
No.
but that's not the point.
still in amongst
we were
it.
putting teams like that out when we were still in the title race a few weeks ago. Because we're putting that team out, we've fallen out of the title race.
Yeah.
But the fans going to games going, we probably won't concede, but we will not score.
Yeah.
And I know everyone, a lot of fans were saying, well, you scored 7, so you are all right. And it's like I said earlier, it's absolutely so different because the way PSV set up, you'll never get that in the Premier League. Or you might, and it'll happen one game between now and the end of the season, we'll win it 5-0.
Yeah.
But realistically, everyone's going to just low block against us because it's that obvious that if you do a low block, we do not have the players to unlock it.
Yeah, it's not that we haven't got players that can score goals, it's that the other teams are more equipped to set up a certain way.
There's a way of defending to bottleneck our attacks in a way that we cannot score with the people we have. And that the club allowing that to happen is just madness, really.
Yeah.
Because it's not like we were like 5th in the league, and even 5th would have been like, why are you not strengthening to get Champions League?
Yeah.
Actively in a title race.
For sure.
And that kind of brings me to the next kind of big conversation at the minute, which is 3 seconds in a row something to be proud of? Or is it just consistent failure? Because I have a strong opinion on that. I think it is something to be proud of. The only other team in Premier League history to come second 3 times in a row is Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, and it was right before we went invincible.
Wow.
So I think that consistency is mad because that proves, again, teams have won the league 3 years running. Man United, City have done it 4 years running. Consistency is huge.
Yeah, massive.
But other than those teams that have won those leagues that many times in a row, no one's been as consistent as this Arsenal team or the Arsenal team of that year.
I'd say Arsenal in general.
That's why we had the conversation a while back with Liverpool in this Klopp-Pep era would challenge, then come fourth. Challenge, drop off. Challenge, drop off. Win the league, drop off. And it go back. And then last year they dropped off. They were top of the league all year.
Yeah.
Then dropped right off and came third. And then this year, win the league.
Yeah.
Like teams don't tend to just stay. Arsenal came fourth a lot.
We've pretty much almost consistently been top 4 for the last 20 years, I think.
Yeah, and then there was that 4 or 5 years
Yeah,
that we dropped out.
A little bit, but
Well, we came 8th, 5th under the end of Wenger and under Emery, and then
transition.
under Arteta. That kind of between the two, but we came fourth a lot in the top 4 for a good 20 years prior to that, and then now, it's different. Coming fourth regularly is good obviously good. What's the word? Consistency.
Yeah.
But coming second is challenging. And the first one was a genuine challenge for the title.
Yeah.
The second year came down to the last day.
Yeah.
This year, I wouldn't say this is a challenge for the title, so it feels like a drop off.
It's more like we're just the second best team this year.
We happen to be the best of the next batch.
Yeah.
But again, we still also, like we've talked about before, I'm more worried about coming fifth than I am coming top. Because we need to win some games, and I don't see us winning games. I see us drawing a lot between now and then, but if we draw every game to the end of the season, we will not be second.
Yeah.
But that consistency to do that is really mad. And I think it's also a reason why we have dropped off this year. But to drop off, but still come second, is something.
That's mad.
Yeah, and also with the injuries, like when you look around, Tottenham have had a horrible season as far as injuries go. So have we.
Yeah.
And I think at the start of the season, people thought Tottenham and Arsenal were at similar level.
Yeah.
I know we challenged the last couple of years.
They always like to do that. They compare us to other teams, but no one's ever that close to us.
No, and they look where they are and look where we are. And we've also had the decisions that no one's ever going to convince me aren't massive derailers early on in the season.
Yeah.
So to have a drop off and have those injuries and have those decisions, but still be sat second with 10 games to go and going into the quarterfinals of the Champions League, that's our drop off year.
Yeah.
And like I said, when Liverpool were dropping off, they were coming fourth.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that Liverpool did do, which I think is what we need to get good at. They'll pick up a title. They would go get a Champions League. They'll go win a Carabao just to kind of tide them over. And we can't do any of those things except the Champions League. And frustratingly enough, we don't have the players to actively go win the Champions League. We haven't got the.
It'd be a miracle.
Yeah, I don't think it's physically possible, because you're going to come up against, in the next round, Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo.
No, full strength, world class football teams. Yeah.
And then after that, you got Dembele, Barcola, and all these guys. Zaya Emery, or you've got Aston Villa, who have a way better attack than we do. And in the final, you're going against Yamal, Rafinha, and Lewandowski. Most likely, and we're going to be putting forward Moreno, Sterling, and Trossard or something. And it's you look at it and you go, it's just not.
It's not on.
It's not on. And it made me start to think about Liverpool last night when I was watching them in the Champions League and them going out. Like I said at the start of the episode, the Salah crying, which makes me feel like maybe his last Champions League game. Trent might have played his last Liverpool game because that knee injury didn't look good.
Yeah.
Kanate went off injured.
It's a change up.
Darwin looks like he's lost all faith for the crowd, like the bit that was left from missing that penalty, which I feel really bad for the guy. All those things, and you look at it and you just go, that night was not made for them. The first leg, I didn't see it, but apparently PSG should have won 4-5-0 and they lost 1-0.
Yeah. And
then last night, PSG dominated that game at Anfield. And by the way, in amongst all this, they won at Anfield.
Yeah.
They won 1-0 in extra time in the real time, through extra time, and then won a penalty shootout there. They even won the toss to not be in front of the Kop.
Yeah. It's a big win.
So little things like that. And we played PSG this year, and we didn't struggle with them at all.
No.
It was 2-0 win, and they didn't seem the strongest side. I think they've improved massively this year since we last played them.
Yeah.
But I don't know, seeing that and the way they shut down Salah makes you. I don't think when Liverpool win this league, I don't think you'll ever see a team that the title was won by one player. The team is they've got a great team, but I do believe if you take Salah out of their team for 6 months in the middle, I think they're fifth.
He's had a franchise.
I really think they would struggle. I really don't know, and I don't think I've ever seen a team get carried that hard.
Yeah, which is the one thing we lacked this season.
Yeah, anyone half as good as Salah would have been good. But do you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen it. And I saw some stats this week of, obviously you take away Salah scored now, he's been a part of, I think it's 79% of their goals. It's bizarre. And he's having obviously a world-class year. Probably his best ever year in his life.
Yeah.
Probably the best ever year of a Liverpool player, I'd say.
Do you reckon?
It's up there with, what's his name? Suarez, when he had that year for Liverpool that they slipped and didn't win the title.
Do you think part of his being upset about going out of the Champions League is almost like that might have been his one chance to also secure a Ballon d'Or?
Yeah. Because he was on course. He won't win it now.
No.
even if he wins the league, there's going to be your Maus and things that are going to do double.
Because they like the Champions League.
Because Madrid or Barcelona are probably going to win the Champions League, and both one of them is going to also win the La Liga. So yeah, very likely that's that. And he'll never play as well as he did this year.
Yeah.
And not that anyone expected him to play this well at this age, but I do believe he'll get that big contract at Liverpool or move on, and you won't see this Salah again.
No.
Because that's what players do at this point in their career. He wants a long contract.
Yeah.
And if Liverpool don't do that, Saudi Arabia will give him a 5-year deal and be like, we're happy for you to play until you're 36. Yeah. But when I was watching it, I just really realised, I was like, wow, if you take away Salah out of that team, I don't know what that team does.
Yeah. No, he was the focal point, for sure. Which is, the thing we lacked.
Yeah.
That's kind of what is the difference between us and them.
And they've won a record amount of penalties, which a lot of people are talking about.
Yeah.
I truly believe that's because of the way they play. They load the box, they cross the ball, they constantly play balls into the box. They don't, like, for example, we do horseshoe around the box. They just get directly into the box and see what happens.
Chaos.
And what will happen is it'll deflect, it'll go in, it'll get cleared, it'll go for a corner, it'll go for a goal kick, a penalty will get given, a chance for a penalty might go in.
I think you've said that about the way we played before. Like, just get it in the box. Something will happen.
Sometimes, like, one of our players has their back to, like, a defender on a penalty spot. We just don't play it to his feet. And you say, play it to his feet, because two things are going to happen. They're going to take him down, or he's going to be able to actually get it in turn. And I don't know, it's like, but like I said, Arsenal play risk adverse, where they kind of look at it and go, we might lose the ball. Whereas Liverpool don't care about losing the ball ever.
No.
They will lose the ball 1,000 times in a game and they don't mind.
Yeah.
And that's what generates the penalties. But they have had more penalties than we have. Our top goal scorer has goals, which is quite interesting. But no, I don't think a player's ever carried a team this much to a title. And because of that, I think he does deserve like a Ballon d'Or or something. But the only people I can think of is maybe, obviously, Henry at Arsenal. Maybe not in the Invincibles, but in 2002.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really don't know. Drogba did well, but when you look at the stats and that, it's not this type of thing. Ronaldo with Man United, maybe, or there was always Rooney as well.
Yeah.
Whereas with this Liverpool side, Rooney and Ronaldo were on similar level at that point.
Yeah.
There's no one on similar level to Salah.
No.
At the minute. So no, it's just interesting. I did enjoy them going out because they're such a confident fan base and confident team. Even when they're 7th in the league, they act so confident and arrogant that it was nice to see them just kind of like Jamie Carragher was in the Cop End, just kind of miffed. Yeah. And they all just looked miffed, and I thought...
They're either super confident, or they disappear when they're not doing well, and they reappear when they're doing well. At least it's nice that, they could drop off a little bit and everyone kind of quiets down a little bit.
And I think with them is they've won more Champions League, they've won Premier Leagues.
Yeah.
So the Premier League's more important. So they looked really dejected last night. I thought, you've won the league. Like, they should be happy.
Yeah. But I think it's one of those things, isn't it? When you know you've got the Premier League in your back pocket already, it's like an added bonus then that you could just go into the Champions League and maybe get a double or whatever else there. I don't think is there anything else.
Yeah. Sorry, Perry George says Hazard as a player that kind of carried, but Kante was very important. Yeah. And again, Szoboszlai, McAllister, these guys have had really unbelievable seasons. Gravenberg.
Important players.
Van Dijk might be having one of his better seasons.
Yeah.
But the Van Dijk one, I think, is less of... He's having one of his better seasons, or... I genuinely think that the level of the league is lower this year.
Yeah.
Like, the teams haven't been able to walk to a title for a long time.
No.
Like, City always had Liverpool to contend with and us at the end.
Which is mad, considering there's like teams sniffing about like Forest and Bournemouth that have consistently done well. Like,
well, they've lost one game this year, Liverpool, and then we've lost 3, and their next teams have lost 7.
Yeah, and City.
They've lost 9, I think.
And City have just had a freaky weird season. Like that's the big part of this as well. Yeah, City just dropping off.
I mean, if Arsenal were fully fit and didn't have those decisions early doors, this is a title. This is a close title race of like 4 or 5 points,
and more doable than a City title race.
Yeah, and also Liverpool just went out there. They might show some cracks. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they show cracks. They could lose the next 2. They'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So they're kind of walking to a league, and their fans are kind of. One thing I've noticed is their fans seem a little bit hurt by the fact that everyone's saying it. They've kind of walked to it, or Salah's whatever. I'll say this: if Saka walked us to a title, I couldn't care less what anyone else thought.
Yeah, I would be hurt.
Just enjoy it. If someone said, "Oh yeah, but the season was lower," all right, I'm not going to remember that in 10 years.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And that's also opinion based that it's lower. So I don't know why Liverpool fans seem so kind of frustrated with it. Like, just enjoy it. Yeah. Who cares? Every year you could kind of do that. Like when City won the league, what did everyone say? They cheated.
Yeah.
When Liverpool won it in COVID, everyone said, "Oh, they did it behind closed doors. It was different. It was a weird year." There's an asterisk. This year, they're dog walking the league.
Yeah.
Because the league's a lower level and everyone's having an off year.
Every season there'll be something.
There's something. Yeah. They should just enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing how hurt they were, it was kind of interesting. But that's that. The big conversation at the minute, Odegaard maybe not being captain. They think. Have you ever seen the video? I sent this to Elton. Have you ever seen that video where like a load of people are working and they're carrying stuff, and there's a guy running around just touching the object, but then running to like go help someone else, but he never actually does anything. He keeps touching it. They said that's how Odegaard plays, and I get that, but I also think he is the driving force of the whole team.
Yeah.
The reason Arteta likes him is not because he's creatively unbelievable or scores a lot of goals. He likes him because he is disciplined.
Yeah.
He takes the notes he gives him and like the strategic part of the game to a T and does it. He's risk adverse. He picks the safe option always.
Yep.
He's the complete opposite of Thomas Partey.
Yeah. Doesn't stop working.
If anything, there's a Jordan Henderson in Odegaard that's a bit more... He's a more technical Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
In the sense that he isn't trying to do anything other than make sure the team is safe and the ball keeps moving.
The engine.
Yeah, he's an engine. He's not a number 10. And I think that also might be one of the big issues that we're finding in a minute is we haven't really got anyone that's creating. I think he's really good at creating with Timber and Saka and Ben White and that on that right because they've got that understanding. And there's so many times when you watch the games now, we have the ball so much. He runs over that side, almost like looking for Saka in that.
Yeah.
And they're not there. And he sometimes has a Sterling and he's just running away from him and Martinelli's running away from him. And he's looking for that 1-2 with Saka and Ben White where there's like 1-2 and the overlap's gone, boom, he's in, cut it back and then Odegaard scores.
Yeah.
He's looking for that, but he doesn't have it this year. And I think that's a big issue because I think that was kind of his move.
Yeah, it is.
Which is...
That's what we used to.
Yeah.
That's probably why people are questioning it, is because he's not playing the same.
Yeah, and I think he would benefit from... Is that Mason Mount in red? That's you, Joe. Mason Mount. We'll tell that.
I'll tell
He would benefit from having an actual number 10, but I don't know if you can play Odegaard and a 10 and then Declan Rice, because Rice, I think, is a good 8 now. But I think Odegaard is an 8.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a 10. I think we're missing a 10.
Maybe Rice is a 6, Odegaard is an 8, and
Yeah.
and Wary is a 10.
Yeah, yes. Number 9 says stinkiest 1-1 or 1-0 coming something. If we can score, yeah. The 1-1. But no, I think I love Odegaard. I think he's really good. I think his his shooting has gone downhill.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's to do with the ankle ligament stuff. I know a lot of doctors and stuff on podcasts when they talk about football. Yeah. That ankle ligament injury particularly takes like a year to fully heal where you feel like you can really strike the ball.
Yeah.
It just... Sorry, yeah, that's good. Daniel says you need a better background, mate, if you're going to talk football. Thought you were selling antiques. We have made this joke already. We're doing a refurb, so the studio is moving around.
We're bouncing from room to room.
And we're not in a good place right now. Yeah, we do usually have a different background. I appreciate that.
We thought you'd quite like the bric-a-brac vibe.
Yeah, we just thought we'd go to our nan's house.
With our grandparents in the background.
Yeah, there you go. I like Odegaard. I think he's good. I think I don't agree with the lack of captaincy thing.
Yeah.
I think he is the type of captain that is outlast clapping the fans.
It's a personality thing, yeah.
Yeah, if, for example, at the moment, we have got no players available that are going to hurt teams, but Odegaard can hurt teams.
Yeah.
And what are we doing every single day now when we watch these games? We go, Odegaard, do something.
Yeah.
He's our only hope. So to get on that one guy that could change it for us, I think would be a detriment. I mean,
especially when he's
what are we going to do? Like remove him from the team and then play someone else? We're already missing too many top high-end players.
Yeah, I don't think it's fully a him issue. I think he's not surrounded by what he's normally surrounded by. It's like having Tom Brady at quarterback.
And no quarterback. No receivers.
Yeah, you've got Jason Kelce playing receiver. You can't... It's the options aren't the same.
Yeah, he's got no receivers. He's got defensive linemen up front.
Yeah.
His running back isn't the running back.
Yeah.
And they're going, win a Super Bowl. And we're going, what? He might be able to win a couple games, but I don't, because he's good enough.
Yeah.
But he can't win a Super Bowl like that. Like, you just can't. And that's where we're at this year with the league and Champions League probably. But as far as Champions League, we are in good stead.
Yeah, we're fine.
We should be looking forward to a quarter-final. This is 2 years running. You got to remember last year we just snuck past Porto in this leg on penalties. And we really didn't think we were going to make it through. Liverpool have just gone out.
Yeah.
So, we can't turn our noses up getting through.
No.
This is good. And it's going to be against a Madrid team. It's going to be a big Emirates night. It's post-international break, which means there is a very small chance Saka is available.
People are rested.
Yeah.
I think Champions League's weird as well. Like, I mean, Premier League's pretty consistent. Like, it's pretty tough to see us getting anything out of the Premier League now. But Champions League is bizarre.
Yeah,
it's knockout, European football. European teams are weird.
I believe Villa are going to beat PSG and go to the semis as well.
Potentially.
Yeah. But if we could somehow do a miracle, it could be us and Villa in semis. And that is just mad. And I think we'd struggle with Villa. But there's a lot to play for. And seeing how dejected Liverpool are made me go, God, if we won the Champions League, it would really put a dampener on their league win.
Yeah, it would. Second in the Champions League.
Because Liverpool did that to City a couple of times. So they came second to them, but they'd win the Champions League. And I think it kind of overshadowed City's league because City hadn't won a Champions League. Whereas I think for us, I don't think it would overshadow. They should be happy because they've only won one league. They've never won a league in front of their fans.
Mad.
So this is the first. Like, they should be steamrolling it to the end now.
They should be excited. Enjoy the end.
Yeah. But I would like them to lose this weekend to Newcastle in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
And it's just the league for them this year, which, by the way, I would have taken at the start of the season. I would take it right now.
And even if they drop some points in the league as well, it'd be quite nice just to see a run of losses.
A little title race.
Just get it a little bit closer. I mean...
Perry says, can't see Villa beating this PSG team. Yeah, it's tough.
You never know.
This is Reese. Says, morning, guys. Good morning.
Hello there.
Yeah, and the other one was Arteta has to go. I can't disagree with that statement more.
That'll be bad
generally.
news. Bad news. Messy.
Who do you bring in? Like, you could name someone right now, a very good manager, because there's certain ones that are in the world of football that are just never going to come to Arsenal.
Yeah.
But we're going to get back into the revolving door of here's a new manager, here's a new style. These players don't fit, these ones do. Players like Saliba and that might go, do you know what? I don't want to re-sign. Saka goes, I want to try something different.
Yeah, I'd rather consistently continue to be in the fight. I'd rather that than dropping off with a complete messy start again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's what we're forgetting is when the new manager takes teething time. I think if we stick with Arteta, we're going to come second or first next year.
Yeah.
If we don't, we're going to struggle to get fourth.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who we bring in. And I know people could say, well, Liverpool were this close last year. They brought in Slot and they did it. Yeah, and again, that is also true. But with Slot coming in, he's not picking... The team he got isn't as good as the team that people would be getting coming into Arsenal.
Yeah.
So he's done very good.
Yeah.
But we can't also rely on City having a complete disappeared year next year.
And us being...
Liverpool having a million injuries and missing out and getting a load of bad decisions and not being able to contend. Chelsea trying another new manager. Spurs and Man United falling off more than we ever imagined.
Yeah.
Like, all these things aren't going to happen. Slot got a real nice year.
Yeah.
And he did really well with it.
Yeah.
The chances of a new manager coming to Arsenal with a really good team and that team sticking together is very unlikely. They're probably going to contend with a re-fired up City.
Yeah.
Liverpool that have just re-signed Salah.
Yeah.
Potentially. Man United and Tottenham, who will not do as bad as they did last year, so they're going to take points off of more teams.
Yeah.
Maybe like Forest and that might drop off a little bit.
Yeah.
A resurgence from Villa, who probably aren't going to get Champions League next year, so therefore they're going to be more concentrating on the league. I think you're just looking for trouble moving on from that manager, and I think that manager's proved that he is so close to winning something. And the whole concept of until he wins something, though, he's a bit of a failure. It's like, this is...
He turned the entire club
Yeah,
around.
I saw a really good analogy, which was the Boston Celtics. So the Boston Celtics in 2018-2019 nearly won the championship.
Yeah.
And no one expected it. And the team was really young. The manager was young. First-time management. It was all these things. And they nearly won the championship. And everyone was like, oh, wow, that's really impressive. But maybe that was their chance to win it. They should have won it. And Boston Celtics fans were like, well, no, we didn't expect this is us 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I don't know. Then the following year, the next couple of years, they made it. They were a serial, make it to the semis or the finals of the NBA championships, and they never won one. And everyone basically every year would go, Boston should win it.
Yeah.
And Boston fans are going, no, we shouldn't. We were in it last year because we were just way better than everyone expected.
Yeah.
And now they added pressure to it, and they kept saying they should win it. They have to win it this year. So no, if you looked at this team on paper, you'd go, this team shouldn't be anywhere near it.
Yeah.
But because they did it once, everyone was putting the pressure on them.
Yeah.
And every year they would get close, they'd lose, and they'll go, they keep bottling this NBA championship. It's like, they're not bottling it. They're just far too young and they're far too inexperienced.
Yeah.
And then the fourth year, they won it.
Okay.
And everyone went, oh, okay. And they kind of went, well, they should have won 3. And the people were saying, they were kind of comparing it to Arsenal because you've got to remember with Arsenal as well, like, the teams we compete with are City, who are financially the biggest juggernaut in the world. And they've won it so often. They know how to win. And then the next team is Liverpool, who are one of the biggest teams in the world, who have won things nearly every year of their existence.
Yeah.
And recently won the league.
Yeah.
This Arsenal team that everyone kind of goes, oh, they're bottling again. No one in that team has won the Premier League. Maybe Jorginho. But it's just...
Well, it's been years since we were even...
Yeah, Arsenal haven't won a league for 21 years.
Yeah.
This is not normal.
Yeah.
The players that are playing are young players that have not won the league.
Yeah.
So...
Well, even since we won the league, we've kind of just been mediocre to good team.
Yeah.
Even at the end of Wenger, into transition, into the start of Arteta, this team was nowhere near anything. And even us growing up, they were a mid-table team.
Mid-table cup team, really.
It was only a good team for that. Like, there was a part of Wenger's run, really.
And also, teams do that. Like, when you look at like Man United, they're really good. I don't know the exact facts. I'm going to make this up. They were good in like the 60s, then they were good again in the 80s, then they dropped off massively at the end of the 80s, but then early 90s when Ferguson got hold of it. But I mean, Ferguson's first like 5-6 years, he came like second, 11th, 6th, second, and you know, it's very similar.
Yeah.
But no, the Boston Celtics thing, I saw that and I said that's really interesting. That it kind of happens in all sports, but this Arsenal team, I think only now should be competing.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason they fell off and got so many injuries this year was simply because they've challenged for 2 years running, and I think they're fatigued.
Yeah.
Like Liverpool were in the past, like any team that challenge it year on year.
Overachieving turns into underachieving very quickly.
Yes. And I think that's where we're at. But we're going to move on to some prediction league.
Yeah.
Last week, you didn't do very well.
Did I not? I feel like I took some risks.
You did. Where are we? Where you?
My fantasy football has kind of reflected what I've done with the prediction league a little bit. I took a few risks, didn't work.
I don't even know where this week's ones are. Basically, here it is. Yeah. Oh my god, cough. I got 7. Okay. Simon got 4. You got 4.
Okay. Not too bad. Simon's in there with me.
Yeah. So you're on 118.
Okay.
I'm on 126. Simon's on 129. So I've caught up by 3 or something.
To make up here.
Yeah. So you're 11 behind Simon. But we've got 10 games to go.
Yeah.
Minimum. 10 times. We've got like 120 points at stake still.
Do I play it safe at this point? 110, or do I swing maybe. For the fences?
Maybe 110. I think you got to just do what you think's right.
Okay. Instincts.
So we're going to more... people are still talking about antiques. Is the antique shop okay with you too? No, they're fine. They're not busy at all. No one's coming to show. If you hear a bell and that, we'll have to see to the customers. Yeah. But the first game this week is... There's only 8 games because of the Carabao Cup final.
Okay.
We've got Everton versus West Ham.
Okay.
It's got a draw written all over it.
Everton, West Ham. I'm going to go with Everton.
Oh. You didn't sound sure. You literally changed it last second.
Here we go.
We've got Saints versus Wolves.
We're in.
Oof. I'm going to go draw.
Wolves. Give me Wolves.
Cool. We've got Ipswich Forest.
Give me Forest.
I'm going to go Ipswich.
Okay. Wow.
Don't know why.
Well, there could be a swing here. We're on different pages here with these. This is good.
City versus Brighton.
Ooh. Are you going first? Or?
Yeah, I'll go City.
I'm going to go draw.
Bournemouth Brentford. I'm going to go Bournemouth.
Give me a draw.
We've got Arsenal Chelsea. We'll go Arsenal. Fulham Spurs. That's Fulham all day, mate.
Ooh. Give me a draw.
Leicester Man United.
I'm going to go Leicester.
I'm going to go Man United.
Wow.
So we smashed through that.
We did, yeah.
Usually that's it. No, that's usually the second half of the show, but we've gone a little bit long.
I quite like the rapid fire one.
Especially in a week where the game, I'd say this, other than the Chelsea game, those games were a little bit sus. There's not much. Who isn't playing then? Because obviously Newcastle and Liverpool aren't playing.
Yeah.
Was there anyone you spotted in there off the top of your head that you thought, Crystal Palace, I didn't say that name.
No Palace.
And there's one other team. It's a fun game on pressure on the pod. There was one other team.
Who's the last? Oh no, we had Leicester, Southampton, Ipswich. They're all there.
Yeah. Who do you reckon? It's not Everton. Who do you reckon that is? I like that game. I'll let you.
So there's 2 teams missing.
No, it's 4.
4 teams missing. Wow.
Yeah, we done 3. Liverpool, Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final.
Yep.
Palace are out. There's another team. Interesting.
If you know in the chat, let us know.
Yeah.
There's 1 team left missing.
It's going to bother me, I'll say that. So what I'm kind of saying is that the weeks that are coming are not that interesting, but also kind of interesting because I kind of like the fact that the pressure's off.
Yeah.
We did say Bournemouth, Brentford from Perry. The pressure is off the league. So now, like for example, when we drew to Man United, my instant feeling wasn't desperate depression.
Yeah.
Which it would have been 4 or 5 weeks ago. It was like, but also going into the games, we're going to draw because we can't score.
Yeah.
So all my hope is in the Champions League, which hurts even more. Yeah. Because it's even harder.
There's a lot more pressure on it now.
Yeah, there is. Eugene says, do you think you can secure Champions League with no goals? I don't think we can. I think we've got to just get by until we at least get Saka back and Martinelli fully fit.
Yeah.
Because I think the last 6 games of the season, we should have everyone fit except for our 2 centre-forwards in Havertz and Jesus and Tomiyasu. And knock on wood, no other injuries. That's a full-strength team, and Trossard can play as a number 9. So if you have Martinelli and Saka either side of Trossard...
Yeah, as options.
That's as good as good.
Yeah.
But I do think Havertz really makes us play better.
Talk about engine. He's probably the other engine.
He sets the press, and that is how everything comes. So I don't think that I don't think we can be at the top level, but I think we can be very good.
Yeah.
Perry says, would love us to beat you Sunday, but our keeper will get you a goal minimum. That's our only benefit. That's what I'm kind of thinking is if we can get a goal against Chelsea because of your keeper, essentially, then we can pick up 3 points before the international break. Who knows what's the other side of the international break? We'll have 10 games the other side. And if Saka's available, we do have a lot better chance of winning these games. And if we can win half of them and draw a few, lose a couple, that should secure us second, I would have thought.
Should do.
Because everyone around us is going to lose games except Liverpool. So
I mean, second in a little Champions League run, I'm not stiffing at it.
No, if you'd said that to me 3 years ago that you're going to get into the quarterfinals minimum against Real Madrid probably, and also be second in the league 3 times running, I'd be so excited to watch it. And like I've said the other day, these have been the best 3 years of supporting Arsenal for me.
Yeah.
And that beats the Invincibles, it beats 2002, it beats even the Fabregas era where we probably should have won a league. There's been the mixture of the manager, the players, the style. It's been such an enjoyable few years.
And this podcast.
Long may it rain. And the podcast has been amongst it as well. Do you question Arteta when you consider your squad depth? I don't know. I really would love to know whose fault it is.
Yeah.
And I think, as an Arsenal fan, we've been stung so much with bad transfers at last minutes. And I think maybe someone in the club, whether it's Arteta or the board, they don't want to do it anymore.
No.
But to a detriment.
Yeah.
Because there's no way Asensio or Rashford wouldn't have improved us. And I know Rashford, we couldn't do that loan. But we could have sent Neto back and had Tommy Setford be our backup.
Yeah.
We could also have loaned a foreign keeper and sent Neto back to get Rashford. Or you could have just got Asensio. There's no way these guys wouldn't have improved us. So I think that's a real black mark on them. And I know we were on this podcast going, if you haven't got the right man, don't get any business. But we were also saying, if you can get a little loan just to kind of help out that.
You need something.
Because it was neglect at that point. Because
you need manpower.
I mean, till the other day, our front three is Havertz, Martinelli and Saka. All gone. Our backup to Havertz is Jesus. Gone. I don't know what they expected to happen, but I don't know. It's just poor. Yeah, I preferred it to the Invincibles just there's a different atmosphere. I don't know if it's maybe I'm older. I was probably only 14 when Invincibles happened.
We're more invested.
I'm more invested. I listen to everything. I kind of am intrigued by it. I really like the kind of attitude of the players. I feel like there's an element of underdog about it, whereas the Invincibles had an element of
arrogant.
They were very nasty and arrogant, which I love. But as a fan now, it's quite nice watching these kind of youngsters with a young manager try and overcome. But we're failing at a bit.
And also going from
I would start selling, yes.
being pretty average and transitioning from Wenger and seeing the growth of the team from the back to the front of the whole club it's ridiculous.
Perry says you don't have Sterling on Sunday either. That's one less option.
Fantastic.
I was saying that we played against Man United and he bought Tierney on and didn't bring in Sterling up front.
Really
so
Sterling,
I don't know if you'd play him.
I don't think Sterling's gone, I think.
Yeah, I genuinely think our front options until Martinelli came back the other day is Waneri and Trossard.
Yep.
And one's a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
And the other one's a 31-year-old.
It's a big age.
Who might want to go to Saudi.
Yeah.
And then Moreno's now playing up front. And I don't know where I think of that. But anyway.
Is that last team Aston Villa?
It will be, yeah. Very good.
Is
it Aston Villa?
My cogs were spinning during that.
That's impressive. Yeah, Aston Villa, which means they can't lose after a Champions League week.
Yep.
Which is good for them. They'll be happy about it.
Fantastic.
But we'll be back next week on iTunes and Spotify on Wednesday. And it's 10 a.m. GMT. TikTok live on Gunners Rust Pod.
Heck yeah.
Please check us out. We do this every single week. That's about it, really.
We're here. We're back. We're back from America. We're freshly tanned. We're refreshed.
This time next week will be... Jason's just joined us.
Hello.
This time next week, we hopefully are through to the quarters and know exactly... Obviously, by tonight, we'll know if we're through and who we're playing. But we'll have that. We would have played Chelsea, and I think we're then into an international break. Yeah. I might be wrong, but I'm fairly sure that's true. So next week's episode will be kind of reviewing where we're at. Kind of like a roadblock before WrestleMania for NXT. It's like the last stop where we can just settle, let everything settle and go, where are we at? What are the goals? Where are we going?
Heck yeah.
And that'll be next week's episode. So we will see you then. So hopefully you're all well. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have fun.
Have fun.